What's up YouTube, this is View Effects Bros, and today we are actually showing you how to make the tutorial, how to make the jumper effect in a tutorial. So we're going to show you how to make the jumper effect, but first I'm going to explain to you why we didn't do a video this past 2 months. And that's why, the reason for it is that we're actually thinking about a video. We tried to do the video, we couldn't, it didn't come out because of the weather, because of everything, bad stuff like happening, and so we tried to do another video, and it didn't come out either because of the weather, and then we couldn't manage to get other people coming to the video day, so we couldn't do it. So what we did was actually complete a request from many of you guys, which wanted to me and all my team to do the jumper effect tutorial, which is why I've done a tutorial on it. But first I want to explain that besides that, I've done a new jumper effect because I was unable to find the file with the original video of the jumper effect I did. But this one came out much better, so I'm going to show you how to do that right now. But first I'm going to show you the preview. Okay, so that was actually it. That was a jumper effect tutorial, but what we can do now is just grab it and attach the powers to ourselves. So then we can do a jumper effect ourselves. So let's go ahead and start. Okay, so we have our comp. I have actually applied a vignette at the end and some wiggle. So we're going to do that later. But first we're going to go ahead and just start the tutorial. So first we need jumper footage. We need a jumper effect, like here. A jumper tutorial, super awesome video I filmed for the tutorial of me in one place, just pretending to jump, like here, and then walking to the other side. And then I retried that and went ahead and just jumped and went to the other side and jumped again, and that went out pretty well. So I'm going to drag this footage over here, make a new comp icon, and we have a new comp. But what I'm going to do is that I actually made this effect, so I'm going to go ahead and just copy the color correction I did for this effect before. I'm going to copy the curves and go ahead and just put it here, and there we have it. We have a much better looking color corrected stuff. So we're going to go ahead and just maybe break this down into the part where we actually jump right there. Maybe you can break this down to here. Hold Alt bracket, or maybe you can hold Shift and drag it right here so it snaps right there. And then you go to the other side where you land and you just jump up and you look into the camera, and that's it. So then you stop there and you snap it around, and you hold you right click and you go trim comp to work area. So that's it. And we go ahead and start the tutorial. So first of all, you want to duplicate it 3 times. And when the layer, the background is going to be called BG because it's as a background. The second one is going to be called appear, and the first one is going to be called disappear. Good stuff. Okay, so you have a disappear, appear, and a background. Now what we're going to do is actually find the part where we disappear. We want to disappear, or maybe 4 frames after we disappear, and then we want to go to composition settings and change. If we have it in 60 frames per second, which is what I shot it in, I'm going to change to 29.976 or 29.97. And depending on which frame you want to film in this one, or just film in this one and then convert it to this one. And that's about it. So what you're going to do is that you're going to go ahead and find the part where you want to disappear. Maybe here. I'm going to start disappearing here. About right here. Right here. There we go. There. Okay, cool. And then we're going to snap it right there. Maybe boom, 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 pow. snap it right there. Hold Alt bracket, do it, and then we go to the disappear part. Since it's the first same clip, it's gonna go ahead and just go around. I want to change the composition size to 29.97. So we have a super awesome thingy here, and now it's 29.97. What we want to do is just trim this down. So this is now 29.97, and go to the part where we appear. Just walk around, and I appear about here. Yeah, right there. Okay, cool. And then we have a disappear and appear. Then we trim the appear with the Alt bracket, and you go and just pull them in, and just make sure that each one of them is just next to each other like that, continuously like this. Perfect. Now we got a super awesome jumper effect, but without the effect, without the like zooming in effect to you. So that's a good effect. So it's gonna do it. So before doing the disappear thingy, we're gonna open a new layer, or maybe make a new comp. Make it maybe 20 seconds. So it's enough for matte. We're gonna make a matte, and then we can make our new comp. We call it matte. I'm sorry, I didn't call it matte before, so we can call it matte. And then we just drag here to keep it organized. I like to keep my files organized. There we go. Call this best jumper effect. Oh yeah. Boom. Okay, cool. We go to the new comp, to the matte comp, and then we're gonna go ahead and create a new layer. Create a new layer. Okay, cool. We put a fractal noise in it, and you're gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna see right here what the matte was, like what a fractal noise was. Cool. It's linear. It's cool stuff. You go right here. See the settings. What it was. It was scale 15, complexity 14.1. Right there. So I can't just remember everything like this, so I just copy it from what I did. Or maybe we can go set the scale to about, maybe, yeah, like 25 or so. Or maybe, yeah, 20. Okay, cool. 20. That's okay. So now we're going to go ahead, just contrast this down and brightness this down. What I'm going to do is we'll set the brightness to minus 1063. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and just set the contrast to 507.67 or maybe 87 right here. Yeah, that's cool. So we're going to set the brightness to here. And we're going to set the brightness to that because we want to start with the clip full of black. And then we're going to go keyframe this at the first beginning. And we're going to go to the first frame, to the first second of the video. Meaning that we go to the first second right there. And we pull the brightness down to all the way back to white. So you can see everything white. So now that we have everything white, keep it like if it was just white, if it just had turned white. About right there. So cool. Let's turn it to 400. Perfect. Okay, now so we have a keyframe and everything is turning from black to white. Perfect. Cool. Okay, so now we have a jumper matte. What we want to do is bring that matte to the comp and put it on top of the disappear layer. Then set the disappear layer to Luma matte and set this to the part where we want to start disappearing. Where you see it actually starts. What we want to do is actually go ahead and set this matte that we have here. I'm actually going to use the other mat because I just sped it up like before. So you can speed it up, like just go ahead, time stretch it to 50. About right there. Cool. And then you go here, and there you have our effect. But what we want to do is just drag it here. Perfect. That's our effect. And when we just reach the part where you can see, just see how this goes here. Right there. Okay, cool. Just Luma mat. Cool. Luma inverted mat. Okay, perfect. Then you disappear. And maybe we can set this a little bit time stretch more to 35 or so. And then we have a super awesome jump effect going on. Cool. Maybe right here. Perfect. So that's a jumper effect. Now, what we want to do is just do the same thing for the appear thingy right there. So what I want to do is duplicate the mat, put it on top of the appear, set the appear to Luma mat, and put it on top here. And after that, you should have your thingy. But when you disappear. There you go. So you're right now having a super awesome effect. But what we have here is the problem that someone is in the tripod, meaning me, when I start the clip right here. You can see right here, someone's in the tripod. So what I want to do is create a clean plate, another clean plate, in which we actually, this is the background, we actually clean plate, see everything not moving. So what I want to do is go ahead, just mask this out, everything that is not touched by me. Yeah, it's a very complicated effect, but if you do it well, you'll get it, man. You'll get it. Okay, cool. Now we got super awesome thingy masked. And we set the feather to about 50. Right there. And we want to go ahead and see how this looks. Now we got a clean plate. Set it to freeze frame. So you want to have clean plate right there, on top of everything on the layer, including the mat right there. Okay, so we want to have this over here, and nothing's moving. It's just a clean plate. Good stuff. So that's it right there. What we want to do next is create the actual zoom into you effect. Like you get sucked in a actual portal, like not a portal, but something here, like a good stuff. So let's go ahead and just do that. Let's grab the disappear layer, make a mask around the guy. It can be a rough mask actually. You just have to be a mask around it. And just bring the double M, keyframe the expansion, like about 4 frames before. Let's go to the part where it disappear. Right there. And keyframe the expansion in to about right there. Just want to bring this over here. Fix the mask here. Just want to bring this right there. And do some adjustments here. Fix this stuff. Okay, there we go. We have a super awesome mask. And then we need to double M, keyframe this, 1, 2, 3, 4, and keyframe that back down. But what we have here is actual, you can't see the sucked in part. So what we want to do is just get it right there. Just fix this to get it. It's a very difficult effect to do actually, but we will manage to do it. So 35 and feather, so we can actually see the good stuff. What I want to do is play with this. Maybe a little less, 15 or so. Cool. Okay. So right there, and we have our thingy here. Bring that down. Right there. Position the center of the mask. Okay, so right there we have a mask. Cool. We have a super awesome sucked in jumper effect. What we want to do is prevent this to happen. We actually will just keyframe the feather. From here, it's just going to be about 35. And then right here, when it gets to here, it's going to be about 15. Cool. Nice and shine. Cool. What we can do is just drag this down. Maybe just adjust the clean plate here, so we can see this. So we can't see the part, the just thingy here there. And we're going to bring the masks in. Bring that there. Just so you can see, can't see the reflection. And then we have a super awesome thingy going on. Right there. Cool. Cool. We have super awesome jumper effect. Now we can do that with the same other side as we did before. So cool. Okay, so now we go ahead and just do the same thing. Go ahead and mask the guy out. Or just me. Or just you. Whatever. Okay, cool. Now that we have the mask, what we're going to do is just keyframe the expansion, the feather, and this time is reversed. So what we want to do is just grab it right there, right there, boom, 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 pow. There we go. Okay, cool. I'm going to just drag these keyframes to where we actually start appearing. And we're going to feather this down to about 40. And then keyframe this stuff to about 15. And here to 40. Maybe it's a little bit slow or fast. Let me just drag this down. Okay, right there. Cool. We have a super awesome jumper effect there. Okay, so what I want to do is we have a jumper effect there. Cool. I think the first one is better than the second one, but it's okay. You just want to do it the way you want. So, yeah. So let's go ahead and create the displace. Displace. I don't know how to say it. Just displace. Cool. Okay, so we go ahead and just go to ellipse and create an ellipse right here. Make the actual ellipse. Wait a second. Okay, 70 and 250, maybe. Just copy this effect. See the settings here. 70, 250, 246, 50, and that's about it. Maybe we can go ahead and just go to the Bastion Perfect thingy. Delete this one, copy it, and then we have an ellipse. And then we're going to go ahead and just turbulent displace and set it to about 721 and 12. And 12. Yeah, right there. Perfect. So now we're going to go ahead and we have a displace for the super awesome disapparition and then the apparition and everything. And we want to go ahead and just pre-compose this. Or maybe just drag it right here. First, to the point where you want it to go ahead and be seen. About there. And just pre-compose it. Displace 1. There we go. Okay, cool. Now we can just shut it off. Make an adjustment layer. Type in displacement map and just put displace. Here we go. Drag it to 10, 10, and then we have your displace. Now that you have the displace, we want to go ahead and just keyframe it so you can see cool stuff. And then we have to go ahead to the turbulent displace here and set the evolution to times. I'm gonna repeat that. Just alt click on this time stopwatch. You go ahead and type time times 1,000 for the win. Okay, you go ahead and just have your animation right there. Cool stuff. Okay, it's like a portal, but invisible portal. And you go ahead and just disappear. Boom, boom, pow. Like about right there. And it starts moving right there. What I want to do is just key this out to 10. Or maybe just move this key about 1 frame. Long. And boom, boom, pow. There we go. 10 and 10. And after that, we want to set it to about 3 frames later to 0. And you see how it looks. Cool, perfect. It's just fast enough to go ahead and just break a wall. Cool. Okay, so now we have our first apparition, and we want to make the second one. So just displacement 1 and displacement 2. And that's about it. So let's go ahead and just duplicate this. Just drag this down. And before we do anything, we're going to go ahead to our mat and just set a fast blur to it. I think we need a fast blur so it's not so grainy or just sharp. I like a 3.2.5 fast blur. 3, yeah, 3. Cool. Okay, we have fast blur there. Perfect stuff, guys. Cool stuff. Okay, so now what we do is we actually go ahead and test this out, like outside or something. So just go ahead and put this placement right here. See where it starts. Or maybe just go ahead and just duplicate the displace, call it displace 2, pre-compose it again so we can see it and move it. Maybe move it right here. Pre-compose it again, displace 2. I'm sorry. And displace 2 goes to displacement 2. Displace 2. Okay, perfect. So now we go ahead and just leave it there. Displacement 2. And we have the keyframes, the same thing. What we want to do is we just move the keyframes around. Always want to start to. Right there, it's perfect actually. I just got a shot right there. It just seems like I'm jumping, like slightly jumping right there. But it's okay, it's a good effect. And now we want to add our final stuff, which is the smoke and everything. You can get the smoke from the Action Essentials pack from Andrew Kramer, or you can just make it yourself, like just going to the soil and just pouring like dust in there, just grabbing some soil, and then go ahead and just with a green screen, put it on the top. Just pour it down there, and you go ahead and just you have your actual dust. So what you want to do is just drag the dust if you have the Action Essentials pack, or if you don't, just leave it there right there. That's the effect actually, but we're gonna do the stuff right here. Okay, so what I want to do is just drag it down, and this is a little bit slightly difficult, so we're gonna go ahead. Put it right here. I'm going to go ahead and to the anchor point, position it where we want, and turn it down to 50 or maybe 60 or so. And there we have our effect. What we can do is create a giant, massive stuff right there. Wait for it, wait for it. I'm going to disappear right now. Boom, boom. Pow. Right there, won't disappear. It starts. Okay, cool. You just drag it down a little bit. Okay, perfect. That's it. Now I want to just mask this out, so we don't want to see the stuff right there. Like, just stay up to the floor. About 15 feather, and just drag it down a little bit. And set it to screen. After setting it to screen, duplicate it, and you have your super ultra mega dust. The first dust, actually. If you want to make it like more effective, just drag it to 30%. or just pre-compose it. Don't feather it. Let me just feather it. Yeah, feather it, pre-compose it. This too. Make it dust. Screen. And there we go. Just adjust the feather here. The thingy here. So you can see the smoke going down. Feather it out a little bit more. It's 30. Both to 30. And that, my friends, is the first smoke. So you have super awesome smoke right there. Okay, cool. And then we have a super awesome second smoke. Dust too. And we just want to position it right here. And we want to flip it. What we want to do is just position the anchor point right here and flip it. Or maybe just this one. Just set the, like, pour this button right here, push this button right here, and you'll have to the same like constrained proportions. And then you're gonna go ahead and just set this to -100. And you want to have the flip thingy right there, so it's flipped, so it looks more random. And then we want to we want to just like position this in time. We want it to appear. And after this, about right here, maybe just pull it down a little bit. We start appearing. Good stuff. Right there. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's about that effect, my friends. We're going to see the brand preview now. It's rendering right now, so let's go ahead and wait. Boom. Right there. Okay, so we have our effect right now. But what we want to do is just go ahead and just drag this, the best jumper effect comp, to a new comp. And this is quick. Just go ahead and just position, rotation, shift rotation. And I'll click in both. And then we go ahead and wiggle, type of expression, wiggle, about 2 and 10. Right there. And now it's like faking the movement. Set the scale to about 120 or maybe 110 right there. Cool stuff. And then rotation, you want to type about here. Wait a second. Right there, we're going to type 2, 0.5 or just 0.5. Wiggle. Two, 0.5. And then we have a rotation. We have a fake movement of the camera now. You can see it right now. And you can add a vignette if you want. What's a vignette? It's basically a super awesome style you add to a layer or to a movie, like to make it more cooler, just gonna make it cooler. You subtract, feather this down to about 100 or more, like just more. And then you pass it down to 60, and that's your vignette. What you want to do now is you want to go ahead and just render this and show it to your friends and say, like, oh my god, I just disappeared, and they're gonna go ahead and just, what the f, man? Yeah, like if they like they don't know what you're doing, like good stuff. What the frick they're gonna say, like, oh my god, you just disappeared like the freaking jumper. You're a beast, man. Yeah, I'm just kidding. They're gonna say that. You know what my friend said? Like, you're just gonna go ahead and just disappear around, and you're just gonna do nothing. And I said, dude, I can rob banks. And I said, like, you're not a jumper. You're not a jumper. You're just a single guy. I was just crying, and that's it. So, yeah. So thanks, guys. Hope you liked this tutorial. Just, that's about it. And I just hope you would have, made the effect yourself, because I actually made this effect myself, and wanted to show you the way that I did do this one. So that, once again, want to see the final effect in quick time. Yeah, this one came out much better, but it's okay. Cool, guys.